Roberts, because there are people, David, that are in the sort of this world that have been trying to make this happen on smaller scales. People like your Christopher Rufos of the world, the Stephen Millers of the world. Sure. Kevin Roberts is one of them, the head of the Heritage Foundation. He has a book out that I'm going to get back to Angela, because Angela's actually gotten a copy of the book. But his book lays out a vision for the nation that's deeply entangled with the mission codified by the Heritage Foundation in preparation for a second Trump term. It was originally marketed as called Dawn's Early Light, burning down Washington to save America, with early mock-ups of the cover featuring a matchstick over the word Washington. It's now called Dawn's Early Light, Taking Back Washington to Save America. He attacks fertility treatments like IVF. He describes birth control as a technological change that made childbearing, that harms childbearing. Roberts expresses similar disdain, like J.D. Vance, for childless Americans. He rails against public schools. He says we need to cultivate children's souls, that public schools cultivate children's souls into godless assembly lines meant to shape obedient little comrades who think morality is a construct and nature is an illusion, and saying that America's teachers have gone insane. He's dead set on the notion that America is due for a second revolution. You first, David, on that ethos, which J.D. Vance supported by writing the foreword to this book and said that this is a model for America. Yeah. Your thoughts on the fact that they're trying to take his very loopy ideas and make them into law?
Yeah, in some ways, the evolution of Republican ideology from the party of less government to the party of no government. And to get to the party of no government, you have to crush it. You have to kill it so that you can rebuild it. And in rebuilding it, they currently see today's government as this agnostic force that is perverting American exceptionalism, and it needs to be restored to its Christian orientation, its Christian ethos. Joy, this is an area that is so frustrating, not just to many Americans, but Republicans, certainly like myself, former Republicans. The perversion of faith in the public square. The greatest empowerment to faith, Christianity or any faith today in America, would be a government that grants the most amount of freedom to practice that faith and evangelize that faith, not to dictate it from the courthouse, but to empower the church house to evangelize their teachings. The Great Commission in Acts does not say, go and build state capitals. It says, go and build churches, plant churches. It's not a calling to change your government. It's a calling to change hearts and minds towards the faith that you choose to practice. A government that suggests, and this goes back to the Muslim ban that Donald Trump declared in December of 2015, a government that suggests we are going to prioritize certain faiths and we are going to institute the dictates of certain faiths in our government ultimately undermines that faith and undermines all faiths, because it delegitimizes the practice of faith in the country. That is the perversion of faith of Project 2025 and all these leaders who have Donald Trump's ear.
Yeah, faith